हरि ओम्। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य द्वादशमी कक्षार्थं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। Welcome you all for the 12th session on online Sanskrit classes. अद्यतनपाठात् पूर्वम् एकवारं वयं पुनस्मरणं कृत्वा गतकक्षायाः पुनस्मरणं कृत्वा वयम् अग्रे गच्छामः। अत्र एकादशम्याः कक्षायाः पुनर्स्मरणमस्ति. So we'll just revise on the 11th session and before we get started with the today's topics. So अत्र गतकक्षायाम् अस्माभिः दृष्टं भविष्यत्कालस्य प्रयोगः। अत्र भविष्यत्कालः इत्युक्ते यद् इदानीं न चलति अग्रे चलिष्यति भविष्यति इति एव भविष्यत्कालः। अत्र उदाहरणानि अस्माभिः दृष्टानि, यथा बालकः गच्छति वर्तमानकाले, बालकः गमिष्यति भविष्यत्काले। बालकः गच्छति, boy goes, it is a present tense, and the future tense will be बालकः गमिष्यति, boy will go. So here the गच्छति वर्तमानकालः, गमिष्यति भविष्यत्कालः। तथैव बालकः गमिष्यति, boy will go, बालकाः गमिष्यन्ति, boys will go. तथैव अहं गमिष्यामि, I will go, वयं गमिष्यामः, we will go. So एवं वयम् उदाहरणानि दृष्टवन्तः। अत्र भविष्यत्कालस्य रूपं किञ्चित् भिन्नं भवति सर्वदा, तद्वयं स्मरामः। यथा लिखति, लेखिष्यति, करोति, करिष्यति, गच्छति, गमिष्यति, आगच्छति, आगमिष्यति। So एवं वयं रूपाणि दृष्टवन्तः। So we have seen multiple forms like this. प्रत्येकस्य रूपस्य रूपचतुष्टयं भवति। यथा बालक गमिष्यति, गमिष्यन्ति, गमिष्यामि, गमिष्यामः, एवं रूपचतुष्टयं भवति। So for each future tense we will have 4 forms, as I said earlier. So this is what we have seen in the last class, the future tense. And the next one, अग्रिमविषयम् अस्माभिः दृष्टः, यथा आरभ्य इत्युक्ते आङ्ग्लभाषया स्टार्टिङ्ग् फ्रम् इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। आरभ्य एतत् पदं सामान्यतया अद्य, श्वः, परश्वः, प्रपरश्वः, ह्यः, परह्यः, प्रपरह्यः, एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः आरभ्य इति उपयोक्तुं शक्नुमः। So we can use this आरभ्य with अद्य, श्वः, ह्यः. So with those words we can use आरभ्य. It means starting from. उदाहरणम्, अद्य आरभ्य अहं संस्कृतं पठामि। अद्य आरभ्य संस्कृतम्, अहं संस्कृतं पठामि means I read संस्कृतम्। अद्य आरभ्य starting from today. Starting from today I read Sanskrit. And similarly श्वः आरभ्य योगासनं करोमि अथवा करिष्यामि. So from tomorrow, that means starting from tomorrow I will do योगासनं. So एवम् आरभ्य इत्यस्य प्रयोगं वयं दृष्टवन्तः। अन्यः विषयः यदा तदा, आङ्ग्लभाषया when then इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। उदाहरणं वयं दृष्टवन्तः, यथा यदा वृष्टिः भवति तदा अहं छत्रं नयामि। यदा वृष्टिः भवति, it rains, and छत्रं नयामि, I carry the umbrella. यदा वृष्टिः भवति तदा छत्रं नयामि, when there is a rain then I will carry the umbrella. So basically you are comparing, whenever we wanted to compare two instances, and here we are comparing based on the time. Whenever the first action happens, the second action takes place. यदा यदा अहं देवालयं गच्छामि तदा अहं वाटिकाम् अपि गच्छामि. When I go to temple, I also go to garden. So whenever there is a relation between two sentences in terms of time, we can use yada tada. Yada when there is action, and tada what is the resultant action. एतत् वयं दृष्टवन्तः. अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति संख्यासु लिङ्गभेदः. अत्र we have seen numbers like एकं द्वे त्रीणि चत्वारि पञ्च षट् सप्त अष्ट नव दश. We have seen numbers like this. So for example, if you want to say 5 boys are there, पञ्च बालकाः सन्ति, षट् बालिकाः सन्ति, अष्ट पुस्तकानि सन्ति, तथैव नवगृहाणि सन्ति, नवग्रहाः सन्ति, दश अवताराः सन्ति. So एवं we know how to use the numbers. So here पञ्च बालकाः सन्ति, पञ्च बालिकाः सन्ति, पञ्च पुस्तकानि सन्ति. So here बालकः बालिका पुस्तकं, masculine, feminine and neuter. For all three we will use pancha. Pancha, pancha, pancha. And similarly षट् बालकाः, षट् बालिकाः, षट् पुस्तकानि. सप्त बालकाः, सप्त बालिकाः, सप्त पुस्तकानि. एवं वयम् उपयुज्यामहे. तथैव यदा एकं द्वे त्रीणि चत्वारि, whenever we use numbers like 1 2 3 4 up to 4, there is a little difference when we are using with the sentences. So because there the gender takes based on the gender, then numbers changes. For example, बालकः अस्ति, एकः बालकः अस्ति, एका बालिका अस्ति, एकं पुस्तकम् अस्ति. So here एकः, एका, एकं. So masculine, feminine and neuter. So that is how it changes. And similarly for dve, we generally use dvayam as the suffix at the end of the pratipadikam. That means at the base word, like balaka dvayam, 2 boys, balika dvayam, 2 girls, and pustaka dvayam, 2 books. So dvayam is used as a suffix for all the genders. And similarly for 3, त्रीणि it will be त्रयः बालकाः, तिस्रः बालिकाः, त्रीणि पुस्तकानि. So these are the forms. त्रयः, तिस्रः, त्रीणि. तथैव चत्वारि, for 4 it will be चत्वारः बालकाः, चतस्रः बालिकाः, चत्वारि पुस्तकानि. एवं रूपाणि भवन्ति. अत्र चत्वारः, चतस्रः, चत्वारि. So here only for 1 2 3 4 up to 4 there is a gender difference in using the numbers, and after that it's a common pancha, shat, sapta. From then on it is common for all the genders. So here whenever we use ekaha, eka, ekam, अथवा द्वयं, बालकद्वयं, बालिकाद्वयं, पुस्तकद्वयं. So for 1 and 2 always we will be using ekavacham. Example, balakadvayam santi, we will not say. Balakadvayam asti, balikadvayam asti, balikadvayam gacchati, tathaiva pustakadvayam asti. So we will not say, we will not use santi or plural forms with dvayam. And from 3 onwards, त्रयः बालकाः गच्छन्ति, त्रयः बालकाः पठन्ति, तिस्रः बालिकाः गायन्ति. So we can use bahuvachanam from 3 onwards. So this is what we have seen in the last class. And next thing we have seen was the tritiya, Angla bhashaya instrumental case iti vaktum shaknumaha. Yatha when there is a instrument, if you are doing any action with instrument, then that instrument, whatever shabda we use for specifying the instrument, that shabda will change the form. Example, balakaha vidyalayam gacchati, boy goes to school, and balakaha lokayanena vidyalayam gacchati. He goes by bus. So bus is the instrument to reach that destination. So here for bus it is lokayanam. In tritiya form it will be lokayanena. Like for example, Ramaha Ramena, Devaha Devena, Lokayanam Lokayanena. एवं रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ते. तथैव स्त्रीलिङ्गे द्विचक्रिका टू व्हीलर द्विचक्रिकया, नदी नद्या, माला मालया, सीता सीतया. So these are the tritiya forms for feminine. So this we have seen, we have spent much some time in understanding in the last class itself. The next one we have seen was the saha and vina. Saha means aham mitrena saha gacchami. I go with friend. So here whenever we use saha, the previous word should be in the tritiya form. Example, aham mitrena saha. Mitram, it becomes mitrena. Mitrena saha vidyalayam gacchami. Aham jalam vina bhojanam na khadami. Vina is without. So whenever we use vina also, the previous word should be in the tritiya form. Aham jalena vina athwa jalam vina. Jalena vina na khadami. I will not eat without water. Balakaha madhurena vina na khadati. He doesn't, boy doesn't eat without sweet. And saha vina we have seen, and the same tritiya forms can also be used to specify the bhavarthaha. Udaharanam, aham pritya karomi, I do with love, and aham kripaya karomi, I do with kripa, and aham santoshena karomi, I do with happiness, aham dukkhena karomi, dukkhena patami, I read with sadness. So wherever the happy, sad, or love or kindness, these kind of bhavartak shabdaha yada agachanti, tasmin samaye api te shabdaha tritiyayam bhavati. See iti niyamaha. Anantaram, whatever we have seen these things, we have it in the workbook from page number 47 to and 53. So this is what we have seen in the last class. अस्तु अद्य अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति अद्यतन श्वस्तन ह्यस्तन. So it means आङ्ग्लभाषया today's, tomorrow's, yesterday's. So वयम् उदाहरणं दृष्ट्वा वयम् एतेषाम् अवगमनं प्राप्नुमः. यथा अद्यतन वार्तां पठामि. वार्तां पठामि, अहं वार्तां पठामि. I read the news. Adyatana vartam patami. I read today's news. So a news belongs to today. I am reading that news. And tathaiva shvastana karyam adya karomi. Tomorrow's work I am doing today. So aham karyam karomi, I do work. Adya aham karyam karomi, I do work today. Shvastana karyam adya karomi. Tomorrow's work I am doing today. Tathaiva yastana karyam na samaptam. Karyam na samaptam. The work was not complete. Yastana karyam na samaptam. Yesterday's work was not complete. So here whenever we use tana like adyatana, shvastana, yastana, and similarly parashvastana, preparashvastana, hyastana, parayastana, preparayastana. So these are the words which says a particular object or thing which belongs to that particular day. And tathaiva anya kechana shabdaha api santi. Yatha puratana pustakam asti. Pustakam asti, book is there. Puratana pustakam asti, the old book is there. Mama samipe puratana pustakam asti. Mama samipe puratana griham asti. Mama samipe mama grame puratana devalayah asti. So we can say, we can use puratana to specify something which is older. And tathaiva idanintana means the recently or the nowadays. So udaharanam veda pathashala virala kshamyatam veda pathashalaah viralaah. The veda pathashalas are the rare. So idanintana kale veda pathashalaah viralaah. So nowadays veda pathashalas are the rare. So whenever we use idanintana, it gives the meaning of nowadays, and puratana, olden days, or it belongs to old, and similarly adyatana, shwastana, hyastana. So vayam kopi sandeha asti chet prashtum shaknuvanti tathaiva etesham shabdanam prayogamapi vayam kurumaha idanim. अग्रिमविषयः गत आगामि इति. आङ्ग्लभाषया गत इत्युक्ते लास्ट्, आगामि इत्युक्ते कमिङ्ग्. So whenever we wanted to say last month or last day or next coming month, coming day, coming week, so in these cases we can use gata agami. So yatha gata iti shabdah asti, so we can use with any kalavachaka shabdah like dinam, it becomes dine. Saptahe means week, Maase means month, Varshe means year. So gata dine, last day, Gata saptahe, last week, Gata maase, last month, Gata varshe, last year. So now we will try to add few sentences like Aham grame na asam. I was not at home, I was not at the village. Gata dine Aham grame na asam. Last day I was not at the village. And Gata saptahe aham grame na asam. Gata maase aham grame na asam. Last month I was not in town, or I was not in the village. And similarly, Gata varshe mama grihe atitihi asit. Last year there was a guest in my home. And similarly, nirvachanam asit. Gata varshe nirvachanam asit. Last year there was an election. So whenever you wanted to say time in terms of last, like we can use gata, and we can say the time like gata dine, gata saptahe, gata maase, gata varshe. And similarly, agami means the coming. Agami dine, coming day. Agami week, agami saptahe, coming week. Agami maase, coming month. Agami varshe, coming year. So udaharanam aham gramam gamishyami. I will go to village. Agami dine aham gramam gamishyami. Tomorrow, basically agami dine means coming day, nothing but tomorrow. So let's take another example. Agami saptahe aham gramam gamishyami. Coming week I will go to village. Agami maase mama pariksha bhavishyati. Coming month I have my exams. Agami varshe mam mitram agamishyati. Coming year my friend will come. So atra agami dine, agami saptahe, agami maase, agami varshe. So like that we can use any words which define or which specifies the time, like day, week, month, year, like this. And also we can use gata agami for the things like when you are traveling, you can say gata marge mama mitrasya griham asti. So you are just traveling and you want to say the last street my friend's house is there. And similarly, agami marge gachatu, the coming road, you just go into the coming road. So you can even use gata and agami in this sense also, but generally it is used for specifying the time. First, agrima vishayaha yavat tavat. So these two words generally we use when we compare the quantity between two things. Example we'll see. Nadyam jalam asti. Water is there in the river. And sarovare nasti. It is not there in the lake. So here when you want to compare the quantity of water in the river and as well as the lake, you can use yavat and tavat. Nadyam yavat jalam asti, tavat sarovare nasti. In the river, how much water was there? That much water is not there in the lake. Similarly, the next example, Ramaha karyam karoti. Karyam somaha na karoti. So Soma doesn't do the work like Rama does. Example, Ramaha yavat karyam karoti, tavat karyam somaha na karoti. The how much work the Rama does, that much work Soma doesn't do. So basically here the doing of the work we are comparing between Rama and Soma. And similarly, Agrima Udaharanam asti, Bhimasya yavat dhairyam asti, tavat anyasya nasti. So Bhimasya dhairyam asti, Bhima as a courageousness, and how much courage he has, Bhima, that much nobody else has. Atra Bhimasya yavat dhairyam asti, tavat anyasya nasti. Agrima Udaharanam, Rameshaha yavat kridati, tavat maheshaha na kridati. How much Ramesha plays and that much Mahesha doesn't play. So these are the few examples wherever we wanted to compare the quantity or the work or anything between two persons, we can use yavat and tavat. अत्र अग्रिमविषयः यथा तथा. So आङ्ग्लभाषया as and thus इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः. उदाहरणं सचिन् तेण्डुल्कर् क्रीडति. Sachin plays. Yatha Sachin kridati, tatha aham na kridami. As Sachin plays, I don't play like Sachin. So basically, aham na kridami, I don't play. Sachin kridati, Sachin plays. As Sachin plays, I don't play like him. And tathaiva yatha Kalidashaha kavyam likitavan, tatha anyaha na likitavan. As Kalidasa wrote the kavyam, so nobody else have written. So basically, we are comparing Kalidasa's kavyam with others. And similarly, yatha raja tatha praja. However, how the raja will be there, the same way prajas will also be there, the people of citizens. And similarly, yatha pita karoti tatha putraha api karoti. How father does, the same way son will also do. So basically the same way, or how he does and how the same way he does. So basically we are comparing two things in terms of how, like how Tendulkar plays, the same way I don't play, and how Kalidasa writes, the others doesn't write. And similarly how Raja is there, the same way people will also be there, and how father does, the same way son also does. So whenever we want to compare the qualities between them, we can use yatha tatha. So it's a very simple word. So let's try to make few sentences using this. अत्र अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति त्वा प्रत्ययः इति. तस्य सामान्य आङ्ग्लभाषया किं वदामः इति न जानामि, अतः एवमेव व्याकरणपदमेव तत्र स्थापितवान् अस्मि. So let's understand this one with examples. It will be very easy to understand. So वयं पूर्वमेव वयं जानीमः बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति. Boy goes to school. बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति. एतद् वाक्यम् अस्ति सामान्यं वाक्यं. तथैव अन्यवाक्यम् अस्ति बालकः पाठं पठति. Boy reads the lessons. So बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति. विद्यालये बालकः पाठं पठति इति अर्थः. So boy goes to school and he reads the lesson in the school. So that's the actual meaning between these two sentences. So अत्र वयम् एतेषां योजनं वयं कथं कुर्मः, एतयोः योजनं वयं कथं कुर्मः इत्युक्ते, so how we can mix these two sentences. बालकः विद्यालयं गच्छति, बालकः पाठं पठति. So here the gacchati takes a little different form to mix these two sentences. So basically a particular action happens in the beginning, that is going to school is the action, first action, and after the first action the second action takes place, the reading the lessons. So in this case the first action's verb whatever is there, the gachati, that will take the new form called gatva. The gatva means after going. For example, balakaha vidyalayam gatva patham patati. After going to school, he reads the lessons. So, gatva means after going. So, tathaiva bahuvachane api balakaha vidyalayam gatva patham patanti. Atra gatva will not vary according to number, like ekavachanam va bahuvachanam va, gatva will not vary. Tathaiva aham vidyalayam gatva patham patami. I will go to school and I read the lessons. So for aham also it will not change, gatva. Vayam vidyalayam gatva patham patamaha. After going to school we will read the lessons. So like we have in present tense gachati, gachanti, gachami, gachamaha. We have 4 forms, but in this only one form gatva. It means after going. So any number or any gender, it doesn't matter, gatva will remain the same. Balakaha vidyalayam gatva patham patati. Balikaha vidyalayam gatva patham patanti. Tathaiva bhutakale api, in the past tense also we can use balikaha vidyalayam gatva geetam gayan, geetavantaha. So they sang the song after going to school. So and similarly balakaha vidyalayam gatva shlokam patishyanti. After going to school they will read shlokam. So either past tense or present tense or future tense or masculine, feminine or neuter or ekavachanam or bahuvachanam, that means singular or plural or first person or second person, it doesn't matter. Gatva means after going. We can use with any sentence. And similarly we'll take another example. Vayam natakam pashyamaha. We are seeing the natakam. We are seeing the drama. And vayam griham agachamaha. We are coming to house. So after seeing the natakam, after seeing the drama, we are coming to home. So that is the statement it comes. For example, vayam natakam drishtva griham agachamaha. After seeing the drama, we will come back to home. So atra drishtva is a form for pashyati. Pashyati is I am seeing, or balakaha pashyati, boy sees. For that, after seeing, the form is drishtva. So like that, for each verbs, whatever we are reading the 35 verbs. For each verb we have the twa pratyaya rupam. So this form is called twa pratyaya rupam. Atra gachati gatva, agachati agatya, patati patitva, patati patitva, kridati kriditva, vadati uktva, pibati pitva, likhati likitva, nayati नीत्वा, पश्यति दृष्ट्वा, पृच्छति पृष्ट्वा, भवति भूत्वा, मिलति मिलित्वा, त्यजति त्यक्त्वा, खादति खादित्वा, जानाति ज्ञात्वा, करोति कृत्वा, शृणोति श्रुत्वा, ददाति दत्त्वा, प्रेषयति प्रेषयित्वा, प्रक्षालयति प्रक्षाल्य, उत्तिष्ठति उत्थाय, उपविशति उपविश्य, स्थापयति स्थापयित्वा, स्मरति स्मृत्वा, सूचयति सूचयित्वा, इच्छति इष्ट्वा, स्वीकरोति स्वीकृत्य, गृह्णाति, गृहीत्वा, रोदिति, रुदित्वा, शक्नोति, शक्त्वा, आनयति, आनीय, क्रीणाति, क्रीत्वा, निन्दति, निन्दित्वा, हावयति, आहूय. So these are the forms for all 35 verbs. So now let's go back to the questions. If you have any questions on this usage, and we'll try to frame few sentences using the twa pratyaya roopam. अत्र अग्रिमविषयः स्मा इति. स्मा इत्युक्ते आङ्ग्लभाषया पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेन्स इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः. यथा अहं देवालयं गतवान्. So we know how to say the past tense. Aham devalayam gatavan. It is a past tense. So past continuous tense means in the past tense there is some action which is happening continuously at particular time. So that is the past continuous tense we say in English. So like aham devalayam gatavan. I went to temple. So in the temple, what all things were happening, they are all the past continuous tense. Example, aham devalayam gatavan. Puja chalati. So there puja was happening. So it means puja was happening. That is the continuous tense. The puja was keep happening there when I went to the temple. So in that case, puja chalati, puja is happening. And if you add sma to the end of the sentence, that gives the meaning of past continuous tense. Example, puja chalati sma. Puja was going and puja was happening. And balakaha shlokam vadanti. Balaka, boys are telling the shloka. And if you add sma, the same action becomes the past continuous tense. Example, balakaha shlokam vadanti sma. The boys were telling the shloka. So kada aham devalayam gatavan, tada balakaha shlokam vadanti sma. तथैव बालिकाः क्रीडन्ति स्म. बालिकाः क्रीडन्ति. The girls are playing. And यदा अहं देवालयं गतवान् तदा बालिकाः क्रीडन्ति स्म. So that time the balikas were playing. And तथैव नर्तक्यः नृत्यन्ति. The dancers are dancing. यदा अहं देवालयं गतवान् तदा नर्तक्यः नृत्यन्ति स्म. So when I went to the temple, the dancers were dancing. And tathaiva yada devalayam gatavan tada gayakaah gayanti sma. When I went to temple, then that time the singers were singing. And yada aham devalayam gatavan tada bhaktaah bhajanam kurvanti sma. So when I went to temple, all the devotees were doing the bhajanam. तथैव यदा अहं देवालयं गतवान् तदा अर्चकाः अर्चयन्ति स्म. So when I went to temple, that time all the priest was doing the archanam. So this is if you see the puja chalati, balakaah shlokam vadanti, balikaah kridanti. So all these are the very normal present tense forms. And if you add sma at the end, that sentence becomes past continuous tense. That means an action which is happening in the past continuously. So yada aham devalayam gatavan tada puja chalati sma. When I went to temple, that time the puja was happening. So this is a very simple usage sma, but we most frequently will be using in the conversing. Astu agrima विषयः अद्यतन पाठः समाप्तः. अद्यतन कक्ष्यायाः संक्षेपः अस्ति अत्र. अद्य वयम् अद्यतन, श्वस्तन, ह्यस्तन, पुरातन, इदानीन्तन. So we have seen these 5 words and the corresponding usages. It means today's, tomorrow's, yesterday's, the older or the nowadays. So these are the corresponding English meanings. And we have also seen gata, agami. It means last and coming. Gata mase aham nagare na asam. I was not in the town in the last month. Agami mase pariksha bhavishyati. In the next month there will be exams. And tathaiva yavat tavat. Nadyam yavat jalam asti तावत् जलं sarovare nasti. So we have seen the quantity comparison using yavat and tavat, and yatha tata. Yatha raja tatha praja. Yatha bhavan patati tatha aham na patami. Yatha pita karoti tatha putraha api karoti. So we have seen a lot of examples using yatha and tatha. And twa pratyaya. So when there is a two actions done by a same person, one after the another, then we can use twa pratyaya roopam of the first action. So balakaha vidyalayam gacchati, balakaha patham patati. So gacchati, we can the twa pratyaya form for gacchati is a gatva, so it becomes balakaha vidyalayam gatva patham patati. It will be like this. And next is sma is used to represent the past continuous tense. Aham patami sma, I was reading. Aham devalayam gatvan, tada puja chalati sma. Bhaktaha bhajanam kurvanti sma, and nartakyaha nrityanti sma. So we have seen examples using sma. And एते सर्वे विषयाः अपि अभ्यासपुस्तके एतासु संख्यासु सन्ति. अत्र 54 तः 49 पर्यन्तं, that is 54 to 59. You can find all these corresponding exercises in the workbook. So that's all for today. अस्तु, धन्यवादः. वयम् अग्रिमकक्षायां वयं मेलिष्यामः. So thank you for all attending the session. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you.